to be black or female. They should just say we want 100% of them to be the best.
You're saying you don't want people to disqualify based off of color.
Yeah.
And that's what happened before. Now they're qualifying it based off their color. So you're wanting them to have equal opportunity, which is fair, 100%. So for pilots, one is if you just went off the ability to fly a plane, their best score is to fly a plane.
Yeah.
Whoever can fly a plane best, don't care what you look like, how tall you are, your personality, put them in a plane, you got millions of people's lives you're responsible.
Exactly. So my whole point to that would be is that
how about we pick them without looking at who they are? We just go off test scores.
Looking at test scores, right? So would you be mad if this person got 100% and this person got 100% and they hire this person, right? Because then how do you go off of that, right? If they both got 100%, right? They're both equally qualified.
Okay.
Then what do you go off of?
It's a good question.
So that's what it is.
Physical
right?
tests.
So then
physical.
So you go then you
health,
go to other tests. So you go to other tests, right?
Yeah.
So then the whole point is that
personality test. You can do personality tests, disc tests. You can do all kinds of tests without seeing the color of their skin.
Exactly. So we
don't need to make a rule. We could find a better way. So that DEI
made it to where that was like necessarily possible.
DEI made it to where they had to hire a certain amount of colored people.
No, that's not the point. DEI was.
That's not the point of it, but that's what it's doing. Because if you have to have a certain amount of people, it doesn't matter if I got all these white people with 100.
That was just United Airlines by itself. See, we're taking United Airlines and we're having it speak for everyone.
We're using that as an example.
Yeah, we're using that as an example.
Right? So when you're talking about a restaurant or other things,
like
it's not as important.
I don't remember anyone else saying like we need to hire 40% of black people.
I think you picked the airlines because it's people can answer honestly when it comes to their life and death versus like Target and things like that. So
so the airlines.
It's like
because so we could go to a different airlines like American Airlines and say that we need to hire 40% black people.
But isn't that kind of just better on the airline saying we're just going to hire the best? Because they're not going to say I'm going to hire a color over a color. Just hire the best person.
They wanted more representation, and there shouldn't be a problem, right?
Yeah.
If an airline, right, because it's a corporation, right? It's their own business. Mm-hmm. If they want the right to say I want 40% black people, right? They should have that right, no?
So you think businesses should be allowed to hire whoever? What about you? You think businesses should be able to hire whoever they want, right?
I mean, not necessarily. No? They have to follow the DEI.
It's their business.
But
you were just saying they should be able to make their own.
But I'm saying that they should be able to strive for goals, and if they shouldn't have to have lower qualifications, which is why they can't. Right?
Okay, so we both agree, not lower qualifications. They gotta have.
It's not
so it's okay to pick a white person that scored 100 and the black person scored 80 can't get on. So you take the higher score.
Yeah, and that's what DEI is.
And so we're on the same page as far as best merit.
Yeah.
So now Google what DEI is. I'm gonna hear it out of your mouth, right? And a funny question for you right now. Question for you, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's got this question he did a long time ago about a pilot.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
No. So if you're on a plane and you don't know anything about the pilot, but there's only one person to fly the plane, a male or a female, who do you pick? You're on the plane. The pilot dies. 2 people. You got to pick one. Black. Yes, it's not even a pilot. You're just picking a random person.
I wouldn't be able to pick because again, the male could have less test scores. Like realistically breaking it down, the female pilot could
You don't know. You don't know anything. You just know male, female. Who do you pick? Fly a plane, to land a plane. Who do you pick?
I don't know, because that's hard. Because it's so hard because you don't know anything about them. Because then you could just say like, do you want this kid to fly a plane or this adult to fly a plane?
You're gonna go to war and you have one person to watch your back with a gun and a knife. You don't know who they're gonna be, male or female. Who you pick? There's differences, but I pick the male every time.
Yeah.
Because they handle pressure better. On average, not every, but pressure, but less emotional.
Isn't that literally like the exact opposite of what you were just saying? You just said, so what if I told you that the male tested horribly, right?
But we don't know. We don't know anything about any of them. All we know is we got to choose without knowing who they are, where they're from, anything. You got to pick a male or female to save your life, fly the plane, land it.
So then it's just a 50-50.
So who do you pick?
The woman.
Oh my!
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
Well, why would you pick the woman then? You picked the woman to
like I just said, it's a coin flip. I would literally flip the coin. I would flip a coin 50-50 because it doesn't matter the race or gender. It matters the quality of their work, right? So
And
if
we're
I
taking
if I
quality
had,
out, you don't know
so if
any
I
of
had
that.
if I had nothing
Okay,
to go out
so-
of it, then nothing matters.
So you do have things. This is the problem, in my opinion. You do have things to take away. You got the man and a woman. They're different, right? Man and woman are different. The man is gonna be stronger, in my opinion, better under pressure, and women are more emotional, men are more logical. So if someone's gonna fly a plane, do you want someone emotional to land a plane if they're freaking out and had a panic attack and die, or do you want someone that may be a little more logical and is just gonna do their best to land the plane?
But again, if we know nothing about the people, then that
You know about their human race, though. We're not all the same. Do you agree? What's your opinion on choosing what you get to be gender-wise? Like, do you think that's okay?
like choosing your gender.
How many beings are there? I believe male and female. How many do you?
Me personally, I believe male, female, but also I believe that
Pro-choice?
well,
Choose to be whatever you want to be?
Yeah, I believe that it's not my right to say what that person can be or not.
And that governments are helping like young kids, allowing. You're probably against that, I'm guessing.
What government's allowing?
Allowing kids to take estrogen and pills without parents. There's been all kinds of it.
I think,
Okay.
but I don't.
You're just
think,
pro-choice, bro. I mean,
I think-
yeah.
yeah.
The easier the life, what is it? Have you heard of the harder the times, the stronger the man, easier the time. And would you agree we're in a pretty easy civilization right now?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I believe that the times now are harder than they used to be. I believe. So
They're
you
harder
could get
now.
this-
They're
you could
harder
get
now
this-
than
you
they
could
used
get
to
this
be.
on video.
No.
I believe Ronald Reagan ruined this country. Because if you go back and look, this trickle-down economics is, I believe in heavy tax the billionaires, tax the rich. That's what I believe. I don't think
Tax the rich?
Yeah, tax the rich. I don't think we should have.
We're fucked.
I don't think.
Sorry, bro. Hey, I love you, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
and your time. But honestly, bro, I think we're fucked. I think we got 5 years with robots coming, taking all the jobs. Tate said, yeah, I think we got about 5 years, bro, because civilization is getting extremely weak. Bro, you can get food delivered, everything. You don't have to work. You don't have to go anywhere, and people take everything for granted. So we get
100%, right?
weak. We have so many.
But
It's so easy.
I think that's focusing on. I mean, look, we're in a gym right now. Look at all the people getting big, right?
Yeah, I don't want to show someone might get in trouble, so I'm not supposed to
What
have a camera.
happened?
I'm not supposed to have a camera, so I don't want to.
Yeah, but I mean, look, we're at the gym.
How people are working out.
And people are working out. People are getting healthy,
Yeah.
and I think that my generation, right? I feel like in the media they choose to focus really on like the 1% or like the crazies, right? Like the like.
Do you think the
like
rich
for
should pay
you.
for everything? When the richer people get, the more jobs they create, and then what it does, it brings up the poor people's average. We're the richest nation. $31,000 a year. You're the top 1% of the world. So every single person that lives in California, top 1% of the world. Wealthy, but we all feel poor because
Yes,
we're comparing
yes.
ourselves to the rich people that work really hard to get
Yeah,
there.
and like there's a quote I love, and it's that the reason why this society is so bad is because we don't see each other, right?
We don't
Like,
communicate.
No,
You know?
we don't see, like, he doesn't see himself as someone who's like being mistreated fairly, or like someone who gets paid $6,000. He sees himself as a temporarily embarrassed millionaire.
That's good, bro. I'd like to say millionaire. I just haven't paid, or I was a billionaire, but I haven't been paid. That's good. That's temporary.
Yeah, temporary embarrassed millionaire. And
I
that's
like
what, as society, that's what we see ourselves as. And I think that's a huge problem, because if we look at that mindset, because we have to admit it's a fundamentally rigged system, right?
Correct. I agree with you on the
You
rigged
do, right?
system,
So,
but I believe it's
because the rich
equally
people
rigged.
control everything.
I believe it's equally rigged. You don't know if you're going to be born rich or born poor. And the people born, I believe if you're born rich, you have less likelihood of becoming the best version of you than if you're born poor. So you have nothing to lose. You have everything was you doing if you raise up. So at the end of the day, I think the only opportunity we all get is being born and having. That's like $1 trillion Just the fact that you're, this is,
The
I
fact that
take,
you're born. And
just the fact, it's $1 trillion.
That's a very notable cause, like 100%. And if you're,
that's how I look at it. I'm a trillionaire because I was born. Because 1 to 300.
That's a good. I say that's a good way to look at life. Like there's nothing wrong with looking at life like that.
Did you know that Trump just he announced he's going to give $1,000 per baby that's born? So I thought that, and they put it in an account. I thought that was kind of cool. Do you agree?
Yeah. My whole point to that is I wish to see if it gets done.
Say
Because
what?
Trump likes